right?
Yes, sir.
You and Al Gore, big environmental guys, and I'm a big environmental guy, okay? So I'm seeing Gore and Kerry, here they are in decades in the Senate, and I'm seeing Brazil have ethanol for all its automobiles starting next year. And I'm seeing the United States not even close to having ethanol for all its. And I'm going, how come Gore and Kerry didn't get us ethanol? How come?
Actually, I did vote for ethanol. Every time we've had a chance of voting for it on the floor, I vote for ethanol.
Why didn't it happen?
Because the president's energy policy denied us...
Is this President Clinton?
No, this is President Bush.
Well, what about him? President Clinton, he was in eight years there.
You're right. He was in for 8 years, and not enough was done during that period of time.
All right, so you've been
trying
green,
to shift it.
And Gore's been green, but the bottom line is you guys couldn't get it done. Clinton didn't lead. Bush isn't leading now, although he says he is. I don't know what he's doing. But this is important to people watching. The oil companies do they buy influence here? I mean, how can the Congress, knowing Hugo Chavez, knowing the oil sheiks, knowing the environmental damage, everybody knows that. There's no debate over any of that, okay? How can they, year in and year out, not pursue grass-based, cow manure-based ethanol? Does the oil companies bribe them? What happens? What happens?
They have seen their interest, their business interest, in very narrow terms, and they have fought to protect their business interest within the halls of Congress.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Do the oil companies give them campaign money?
Sure.
What?
Absolutely. Of course
so you're telling me they're bought?
No, they give them campaign money. The entire political system in America is overly dependent on campaign contributions.
If it's better for every one of us not to be oil dependent, every single American, in 30 years, the Congress could not or would not make it happen. You're telling me that the Congress sold us out, and so did 4 presidents. You have to arrive at that conclusion.
I believe the American people have been sold short by the United States Congress with respect to the energy future of our country. Yes. And it is regrettable because millions of jobs have been lost. Our security has been put at risk. The United States' technological lead in those areas has been set back. Our health has been set back. The environment has been set back. The overall security interests of our nation have not been well served.
Both parties at fault, right?
Both parties at fault.
There you go. I enjoyed the conversation. Senators, welcome here anytime. So now we're down